this. Hope you're doing well. Ryan was very complimentary of your camp so far, saying that you've had some really good plays. Just how do you think you're doing out there, and what do you think your chances are of really impacting this year?
I think I'm doing great, and actually, I think my changes is impacting a lot because like me moving from receiver to tight end, basically like it set up a lot of mismatches with defenses, and that's really it. And it's hard. It's actually harder for guys to like cover me. Like I'm actually a big mismatch against defenses.
Ben Brenner.
Keveon, just what was it like going through last season? What was sort of the process like? What was it like playing as little as you did, and then what was the conversation like when the staff said we want to move you to tight end?
The conversation actually like when Coach Bobo got in, he saw me and he was like, "Would you like to move to tight end?" And I was actually cool with it because I believed I could do it.
Colin Taylor.
Just what excites you about this offense and what you're seeing from it so far about halfway through camp? And how many tight ends have you had on the field at one point under Mike Bobo?
What excites me a lot about this offense, it set up tight ends to be great. And under Coach Bobo, we have at least two tight ends on the field, so that's great too.
Go back to Ben.
What have been sort of the biggest challenges in learning the blocking aspect of playing tight end, and what has that sort of process been like?
The process is actually it been cool. Like I'm already adjusted to it, but it took some time as I came from receiver to tight end in the spring.
Mike Uva.
What have you noticed with this quarterback competition that's been going on, and how do you think both guys have handled it?
Colin is a great quarterback and Ryan is a great quarterback. I think both of them is handling it good. Both of them can play. They two great guys.
Ben Brenner.
What were sort of the biggest lessons you took from your first year on campus and your experience last season?
The biggest lessons I took with playing is like learning how to like play fast. That's basically it, like playing fast. Cause once like coming in from high school, it's a different speed. So basically, you just got to get used to the speed and playing fast, playing up to the speed.
Colin Taylor.
I guess for you, as a guy that was in this offense last year or in BMAC's offense last year, now this year, just what does a successful offense look like for you with you kind of having a lot of playmakers on this team? What is success defined for you in terms of what this offense can do?
Success basically defined to me is winning. Like we have a great offense, and I believe this offense will win a lot of games for us.
Jen Del Bianco.
Keveon, how much did you have to change your body in the switch from receiver to a tight end?
Last year I was playing receive at 230. Right now I'm still around the same weight. I'm still like at 230, and I'm really just making it happen at 230.
Go back to Ben.
In kind of transitioning to the tight end position, how much work are you sort of getting attached to the formation, working in the box, and how much of a kind of adjustment was that for you?
Uh, it's a lot of work. 'Cause it's a lot of things that you have to know playing tight end than playing receiver, like with blocking and things like that.
Dick Cox.
With all the unknowns about this season, what's your biggest concern going into the season?
My biggest concern going into the season, I really don't have a concern going into the season because I really feel like everything is going to work out.
Eric Boynton.
How much has Nick Muse helped you along being a guy who's a veteran at that position? How much of a help has he been as you make the transition?
Nick Muse is very helpful. He's a great guy. Like when I first came from the receiving room. Like he told me, he was like, "You great, you too athletic to not to play, so get on it." So he actually helped me get comfortable with the tight end position.
And Colin Taylor.
I guess two questions for you. Who's kind of taking those first team reps at tight end right now? Or is it kind of rotating? And
It's really not a certain person taking the first 10 reps. Everybody actually getting the same amount of reps.
And I guess what have you seen from Eric Shaw so far? I know he's had to miss a couple practices. What have you seen from him so far?
He fast, athletic, long, can run, jump. He just athletic. He good enough to play.
And I don't see any other hands in the queue. So with that, we will wrap it up. Appreciate it. Thank you, Keveon.